urgent, Niners fan. Look at what just happened. Nobody saw this coming, huh? But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because we bring you daily videos with the latest Niners news, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. The 49ers are expected to lose Dre Greenlaw, and free agency outside linebacker might be the weakest position on the 49ers. They have D. Winters, who has 54 career tackles, and Dre Greenlaw, who will be a free agent this week. And the 49ers probably can't afford to resign him, according to Sports Illustrated's Albert Breer. The San Francisco 49ers would like to keep Dre Greenlaw, but there's some doubt they'll be able to, since he played well enough in limited action coming back from a torn Achilles to drum up a real market, writes Breer. Among the available linebackers, he has a pretty solid skill set and is still just 27 years old, coming off his second contract. He should land right around what Derek Barnes got, 3 years, $25 million in Detroit. The 49ers, most likely, will offer Greenlaw a 1-year prove-it deal that would allow him to re-enter free agency next season and potentially make even more money after proving he could stay healthy. But if Greenlaw can get a multi-year deal with guaranteed money from a team this offseason, he should take it. He needs the security. He could go down with an injury at any moment and his career could end, which means the 49ers almost certainly will be adding another outside linebacker this offseason. Look for them to add one in the draft because rookies are cheaper than veterans, and defensive coordinator Robert Saleh has an eye for linebacker prospects. He's the one who drafted Greenlaw in the first place. Major Joey Bosa update after Chargers release all but confirms his new team. The LA Chargers released Joey Bosa to save over $25 million in cap space in 2025. Despite the speculation Bosa could return to Los Angeles on a cheaper deal, it was pretty clear right away where the Pro Bowl edge rusher would sign. Only one team in the league offers Bosa the opportunity to play with his brother, the San Francisco 49ers. The Bosa brothers have been open about their desire to play with each other, and this is the first real chance they've had in the NFL. Bosa's theorized interest in the 49ers is no longer a theory. San Francisco is also interested in bringing the Bosa brothers together. According to Tim Kawakami of the San Francisco Standard, the two sides have had good conversations thus far and are tracking toward a deal. 49ers Joey Bosa interest is real following Chargers release. The signs were all there that Bosa would want to travel up the I-5 to play with his brother next season. The only question was if the 49ers would be interested in the situation and if there would a top-tier contender that swooped in and offered Bosa a deal he couldn't refuse. That does not appear to be the situation. Bosa is seemingly prioritizing playing with his brother, even if they only play together for one season. Kawakami's wording at the end of the report is important context for the kind of deal Bosa may sign. Bosa signing a moderate deal with incentives makes sense after the disappointing season he had, but it also reveals what the contract may look like lengthwise. Incentive-stuffed contracts are typically of the 1-year variety, which makes sense for what Bosa should want. Bosa still has a chance to sign a lucrative contract in the NFL, but he was never going to be able to after the season he had with the Chargers. Thus, it makes sense for Bosa to sign a prove-it deal with a good team where he can earn more if he plays well. Bosa would then be able to negotiate a new contract off-season. After a good season, that new contract would be worth much more than what he would get this off-season. It just so happens in this instance of needing a prove-it deal, Bosa has the chance to play with his brother. Signing with the 49ers is best for his long-term earnings and for his personal desires. At this point, Bosa signing with the 49ers after his Chargers release should be considered a done deal. Anything other than that outcome would be truly shocking. Pausing this news just to say that if you want YouTube to keep recommending the latest Niners news to you, it's very important that you leave a like on this video. Thanks. Now, let's get back to the news. Report the 49ers and Joey Bosa are trending toward a deal that felt inevitable once Joey Bosa was released, could be done as early as this week with the 49ers. Tim Kawakami of the San Francisco Standard tweeted that he's hearing Joey Bosa and the San Francisco 49ers are having good conversations, and this feels like it's headed toward a deal. Nothing is done, but the Bosa brothers want to be together and probably will get there this year, which likely means this will be a moderate deal incentives. On the morning Myles Garrett and the Cleveland Browns announced an extension, the pipe dream of pairing Nick Bosa with the best pass rusher in the NFL went out the window. When the Los Angeles Chargers released Nick's older brother last week, it Felt like a foregone conclusion that Joey would fly north to the Bay Area and join Nick with the 49ers. The question was whether Joey would be willing to take an incentive-laden deal, as Tim alluded to above. The 49ers can offer Joey playing time, but also a role where he doesn't have to put wear and tear on his body, which could keep him healthy for the duration of the season. Of course, San Francisco would likely have to release Leonard Floyd and probably Yetur Gross-Matos to make Bosa and whoever else the early down-edge rusher opposite of Nick would be if this is their plan. We reviewed multiple ways the Niners could create cap space this offseason, releasing Floyd and Gross-Matos, replacing those players with edge rushers on rookie contracts, and adding Bosa would give the defensive end group a much-needed makeover. Breer, after Ronnie Stanley's extension, 49ers free agent is number 3 tackle to sign yep. More money. Moore is probably looked at as a left tackle. Talanoa Hufanga and Dre Greenlaw are hitting free agency and are not expected back with the San Francisco 49ers. Could tackle Jalen Moore be a part of that group? SI's Albert Breer recently updated the free agent tackle pecking order after Ronnie Stanley signed an extension with the Baltimore Ravens. That was the first domino in the NFL tackle market. Dan Moore, Cam Robinson, and then Jalen Moore right behind them. So if the 49ers plan to keep Moore around, it might start getting expensive. Moore filled in for Trent Williams, as well as someone who had to fill in for Trent Williams possibly could, but we're talking $10 million-ish, and the 49ers seem to be having a small cap problem all of a sudden. That's the tackle market, and it shouldn't be too surprising. A while back, PFF had Moore rated as the 49ers' highest-graded free agent. Moore has been great filling in for Trent Williams. It's when he's on the right side he's struggled, while the 49ers need to get a succession plan in place for Williams. A $10 million backup who struggles on the other side might not be the wisest of decisions. Meanwhile, in the guard market, Aaron Banks is expected to get around $18-20 million in free agency. Perhaps if the 49ers didn't have so much dead money, the most dead cap in the league, they might be able to come up with some miracles, but this is probably why they are getting all their money under control. Can the 49ers afford to keep more? Who knows? We know that there's a bit of philosophical change in the organization after all the large contract extensions and subsequent dead money. Owner Jed York may be a bit more involved in negotiations going forward. There's all the Brock Purdy drama the 49ers have to sort out as well. When you add it up, it seems like Moore may be one of many departures of the 49ers. He's probably a better fit at left tackle, and the 49ers don't have a need at that position yet. Do you think Moore is going to be another departure in free agency? Given this, Banks, Hufanga, and Greenlaw, the 49ers in 2025 are going to be a very, very different-looking team. Buckle up. And now, Niners fan, I want to hear from you. What's your opinion on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I don't know if you know this, but your opinion matters a lot for Niners. He'll be back any moment with more Niners news.